Hello, my name is Omar Rampersad. It's Thursday, July 19, 2018 at 8:07 p.m. in Toronto. So I just came home and I'm going to talk about my day at work. As I said before in other tweets and videos, I am being viciously harassed at work because I believe the manager who hired me had a report about me before he hired me. I also believe that he was taking part in meetings about me months before he hired me, and he knew that I was a target before he hired me. Um, he got a report from the community that he released to the people in the workplace. And this report, the information contained in this report, is being used to criminally harass me and sexually harass me, stalk me, spy on me, to make other reports as well. Um, the day is very stressful because of this harassment that is going on. And I've experienced this harassment in the last number of years, at least 10, in the companies that I worked for. However, in the last 5 years, from the time that I worked at a company called Triovest, I experienced all kinds of harassment because it is my understanding from the harassment that I am experiencing that there was a report submitted by somebody in the workplace at Triovest who had taken me out of the system because I was flagged by the worker I have in court right now for sexual harassment by him constantly calling the cops and as a result had me flagged in the system, and I was being monitored for years without my knowing, for years. Um, However, when I started at Triavest, it became painfully aware. I became painfully aware that this was going on publicly. This monitoring was taking place in the workplace, and from that point on, very publicly, very openly, I was verbally abused based on this monitoring. And there was a report that started from this company that was filed, I suspect, with the cops and with the community as well, the community team. So there's a number of names from that point on that I heard about that were looking at me inside my home share because an extension of the monitoring was the Chinese traffickers giving a password and a link to look at me share as I sleep at night in the bathroom and bedroom as well, and to gerbil me, that is, remotely rape me. So there are names that's been called within the company I'm working for right now called Sumat, and there's a bunch of Indian names, and there is some Spanish-speaking men in there as well. And my name is being passed around. These people are taking turns, and they are joining me serially. And I could tell who the person is because this person who has their name on their account or join me would come around my desk really, really, really loudly harass me based on the report that they've got that's contained in this, based on the information that's contained in this report about me. So I'm being passed around. In other words, I'm being trafficked within the company. And I suspect this is exactly what happened in the companies openly that I heard about openly. Like I said, I suspect it's been going on covertly before, but it's been public since I started at Triavest. So I've worked in quite a few number of companies since then, and since I was continuously flagged and reported on and flagged and lied because I'm a target, this continuous lying. I heard in as an example, the company I'm working for right now, I heard they reported that I'm suicidal, I'm talking to myself, I'm mentally lethargic, I'm forgetting things, I'm not myself, I don't eat breakfast, I stalk, I steal, and all sorts of criminal activity as well. I don't know exactly the details, but I'm being harassed about it. Viciously, criminally harassed. And on top of that, the space is a wide open space, and all the departments are in one, and it's a very, 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 very stressful environment. So it's hard to concentrate. And even through all of this, I'm still getting my work done with a very, very low rate of making mistakes, very low error rate. So this is very important. So the work that I'm doing, reflected on the system, if people are saying I'm mentally lethargic, retarded, whatever, it's not being backed up by the facts. These are opinions. Uh, th- that's that's defaming me, really. It's defamatory because it's public. It's been made public, and I'm being harassed about it. So it's a very public thing. So this is defamation. This is part of trafficking also because it started here in the Chinese area by Chinese traffickers. So what happens is the individual that's placed in the home or in the condominium selects people, use remote technologies to train them up, and then sell them in the workplace. In my case, so where you can sell them to anybody. So anybody out there could be remotely looking at you, and you'd never know that you're being sold. So, no mental illness. I didn't yell at anybody. I asked a question and about something. I tried to clarify something, and I got yelled at. I got yelled at. So, if there's people are saying I'm yelling at them, it's really the reverse. A lot of lies, just out and out lies, because I'm a target and I'm being targeted. Talk to you another time.